Hello, Sagittarius. I hope you're doing well today. I'm going to have you take a deep breath with me, and in and out. Thank you. We're not using that deck, but we are using this deck. Actually, not using either yet. We're going to start with an oracle card from the When My Soul Whispered Oracle deck. So let's see what we have for you. Oh. Divinity. Vibration. And wisdom. All right. There may be a lot of ego-based urges that are really distracting for you at this time. Just wanted to mention that before we start. Divinity. The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. Every human born into existence is divinity given human form. Oftentimes we forget this fact and find ourselves at the mercy of self-doubt and self-criticism. It is time to realize that your divine self is perfectly ample. Without trying, barefaced and naked, when everything has been stripped away and you stand broken, know that in this moment you are enough. Realize with absolute certainty that your divine self, complete with all your perceived flaws, imperfections, and shortcomings, can never be enough, but who you are is enough. Stop engineering your outward appearance as one of perfection. Stop feeding into the endless rhetoric of toxic comparison, and all the while allowing your self-worth to plummet. Everything you are and everything you will be has always been and will always be perfect. My light, enough, ample, adequate, perfectly imperfect. My shadow, deficient, lacking, insufficient, unsatisfactory. My sacred words, I am perfect exactly as I am, right here, right now. Connected to the crown chakra. Angels represent the inherent divinity of all beings. The wings serve as your reminder that even during your greatest times of vulnerability, the divine always resides within. You are perfectly imperfect. Vibration. You are responsible for the energy that you create for yourself, and you're responsible for the energy you bring to others. Your experience of the world can be best described as an energetic reflection, and therefore it is vital that you keep your outgoing energy in check. If you feel the happenings of your life do not align with your desires, it may be a good time to check in with yourself to see what sort of energy you are putting out into the world. If you've been finding that you are encountering people with negative energy, ask yourself whether you have been particularly negative lately. If you have found there has been a lot of worry happening around you, ask yourself whether you have been spending an unnecessary amount of energy worrying. Keeping this in mind, make sure that the energy you wish to attract is in alignment with the energy you share. The energetic vibration of the universe will pay you back in kind for whatever you put out there. My light, positive, constructive, active, affirmative. My shadow, negative, destructive, adverse, pessimistic. My sacred words. I raise my own energetic vibration by lifting others. Connected to the third eye chakra. Watch your energy, align yourself with what you want to attract, and protect yourself from malicious energies. Vibration. Wisdom. Yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today I am wise, so I am changing myself. You are being urged to take a closer look at those things that are not immediately obvious at present. Many people search outwardly for answers, but when you look to the external world for wisdom or advice, it can be difficult to find things that really resonate. It is time to turn inwards and trust your intuition. No one can truly understand your situation as intimately as you, nor can they detect the subtle nuances that weave through your emotional landscape. Wisdom can often be found in unexpected moments. It can force you to question those things you have always known to be true and seed within you a yearning to discover more. It calls you to live skin to skin with the world around you in order to enrich the very fabric of your heart and life. Turn to others for guidance and support, but always listen to your own voice of wisdom when it speaks. My light. Understanding, knowledge, perception, prudence. My shadow. Irrational, foolish, thoughtless, reckless. My sacred words. The more I know, the more I realize I have so much left to learn. Connected to the third eye chakra. The owl is a way shower of wisdom. As a nocturnal creature, he is ever observing of what lies in shadows. Your wisdom comes not from knowing yourself, not only from knowing yourself, but in how your understanding of self enriches the landscapes around you. Wisdom. And now we're going to take a past, present, and future card from the Tarot, the Adventure Time inspired Tarot. The Moon. Fears, hidden emotions, just things that are hidden underneath the moon. Cancer, Pisces energy. With the Three of Wands in the reverse and Justice in the upright position, it seems as though there's something that's... You may have feared that something wasn't going to come to fruition in the recent past. That something was too good to be true. And that the scales would not go in your favor. But I feel as though this is a time of things balancing out. So things are going in your favor, even if something that you may have desired to come through is not coming through. In this present energy, we have the Page of Swords and the Hanged Man. I feel as though there's this energy of... It's too many. There's this energy of being enlightened after... It's almost like you're the one that's spying on somebody. You may have been like keeping tabs on someone, spying on someone. I'm also kind of gathering that you might be spying on someone while you are working hard, while you're investing a lot of time and energy into either your work, yourself, something that brings you this feeling of material stability, or that you know will bring you this feeling of material stability. And there's an amount of enlightenment that you've been experiencing during this time of stagnancy. And it's about being in... It's like you may be working on things that will materially bring you satisfaction, but there's an amount of enlightenment around how you have not been experiencing emotional satisfaction, and a needing to recalibrate what truly needs, recalibrate what love is to you, what emotional satisfaction is to you. A lot of people think that money will bring them happiness, but that's not true. Sure, maybe money will bring you less stress, money will pay off bills, but it's, if you pay rent every single month, you're going to have a bill. If you have a house every single month, you might pay mortgage. Like, eventually you pay off the mortgage, but maybe a water pipe will bust and then you'll have to pay that off. Maybe you need to get new floors because you have a root system underneath your house that breaks into your flooring, and you wouldn't expect that, but now you have to pay that off. So it's one of those things of, you may have thought that emotional fulfillment was coming from something else in your life, but there's this need to recalibrate that aspect of your mind in order to actually receive the emotional fulfillment that you desire. What you've received and what you desire has not matched up. And so in order to get things to match up, there's this need to change there's this need to change what is to be expected, what relationships look like, what love looks like. And I'm gonna have something for your future. Actually, I'll bring these cards back because there might be something in them. What is the near future? Okay, too many. There's definitely an aspect of following your intuition with this High Priestess that just showed up. Following your feminine side. Oh my goodness gracious, okay. There's the Star and the Knight of Coins. I'm going to get one more for the near future. The Star representing this, I just got the word like equilibrium, but healing and working towards, going towards that light at the end of the tunnel if you've been through a dark time, but also healing through this stagnancy, healing through these feelings of abandonment that are stopping you from moving forward in life. There's a lot of, there's a lot of self-reflection. Pretty much there's this time period of healing followed by this ability to invest stability into someone or something. And in this time period of healing, I'm seeing that there's a lot of investing in self-love. There's a lot of, with this Two of Cups, and actually that's amazing because underneath the Two of Cups is the Nine of Cups. So there's this identification and healing of this need to be more loving to yourself. You may have had a lot of issues or experiences that are aligned, unfortunately, with this feeling of abandonment and feeling of being deserted. And I just also got being somebody's dessert. So like side piece kind of energy. Anyways, take it as it resonates. But being deserted and having this like fairy tale image in your mind about what you would want love to look like and what you would want this offering of love to look like, but knowing that you need to reflect and go within yourself in order to even be able to offer any sort of tangible gestures, tangible. There's a big need for self-love before you can offer something stable to somebody else. It needs to come first towards you, fill your cup first kind of energy. And then that will in turn be able to overflow into somebody else's cup so that your dreams can become a reality. And there's just a lot of need to work on yourself and work on potentially also what you're holding on too tightly to. There could be this aspect as well of holding on really tightly to this expectation of love, this fairy tale love that is hindering your ability to go towards the reality of love, and hindering the ability to embrace what this new perception of love in the 3D realm rather than in your mind is going to be. You could have had a lot of hurt in the past. You could have had a lot of, abandonments, like I said, and blockages on your pathway. But if you continue to hold on so tightly to this fairy tale dream, then you're not going to be able to maneuver in the ways so that you can be successful in a reality of life. The reality of this dream. Because it can be met. It's just that maybe there's going to be more difficulties along the pathway. Maybe there's going to be more struggles of some kind during the 3D play out of what your mind desires. Yeah. So if you're holding on too tightly to either love of the past, abandonment and feelings of abandonment, or these potentially unrealistic 1717 on the clock, unrealistic desires, holding on too tightly can definitely project a type of blockage between you and the desires of emotional fulfillment. So it starts on the inside. Happiness is an inside job. And then you can move forward and make your way slowly but surely towards a stable offering. All right. And one more card for advice. Actually, yeah, these two popped out. The Emperor and the Temperance in the reverse. An amount of transformation needs to be had in order for you to stand strong in your power. Internal transformation needs to be had so that you can be the master of all the elements that you've experienced. Take what's yours and leave the rest behind. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.